Hi, Eloquent-Phony here. It's been a little while, but I just wanted to make a little video about how to find your passion in art again after a long time of kind of conforming to what you're expected to do. So for me, all growing up, I really loved drawing anime. I really enjoyed it. It was fun to me, and I was very productive. But as I got older, people that I was close to and people that I valued their opinion a lot were telling me, like, hey, you should start doing semi-realism because it's impressive and I feel like your audience will grow bigger. But I've learned that you should draw what makes you happy. And for me, that is anime. It was what inspired me to start drawing, and it's what inspired me to kind of get through a lot of struggles that were in my life. It was something happy and something I could really focus on, and I felt I could do it well. But eventually, it came to a point where I was like, I should learn realism, and I should get more developed in my skills to be able to draw anything. But what I've learned is that being a jack of all trades will get you nowhere. It will, sure, maybe you could get more generic jobs and everything, but it wasn't what I loved, and it felt like a chore. And I realized I stopped drawing more and more. I drew less and less, and I really felt stuck. I felt like I couldn't find my passion. I couldn't um, enjoy what I was doing. And of course, I was still drawing, but it wasn't the same feeling. I felt like, damn, this is what I have to do in order to be a real artist. Because I also felt during school that anime wasn't exactly real art. Especially kids around me and teachers would tell me oh, you need to learn realism in order to be a true artist, but that's just not true. It's very beneficial to know how to draw realism in order to know the basics of what anime or cartoons are based off of. But it can be boring for some people, and for me it was. Sure, I can copy a picture and it will look like the person, but what is the point? Who is going to want this other than the person I'm doing it for? And of course, there are artists who can draw realism perfectly and wonderfully, and it's beautiful. But that's just not me. I love drawing big eyes, big mouths, and tiny noses, and anime has been that for me. And that's absolutely okay. Whatever you love to draw, do that. Because that's what you're going to keep doing for the rest of your life, most likely, if it's truly your passion. And that's okay. It does not matter what you do, because that's what you like, and you can find your place, especially if you keep doing it and you keep getting better, and somebody will want your art. If you're doing something unrealistic, or not unrealistic, unrealistic for yourself, you won't keep doing it. You won't. I guarantee 100%, it will, you will lose your passion and it'll feel like a job. And that's just not the way I want my art to be. That's not the way I want to live my life. I want to do things I enjoy because this is my free time. This is what I enjoy doing. This is what gets me going. Drawing really cute girls and guys in this really exaggerated style, and that's okay. It does not matter what people think. It does not matter what people say. It doesn't matter if they say, oh, you should do this and that. They're not you, and they can say that all day, but what are they doing? They're not, most of the time it's not even other artists. It'll be people oh, this is what is art. Hyper-realism is so impressive to a lot of people, but I would honestly say that's probably one of the easiest art styles to replicate. because you already have the picture, you already have the reference, and it's all you're doing is copying that. And that's totally okay if that's what you love doing. But I would say for most people, they want more of a creative touch. And although it's popular with the main populace, who's gonna buy that? You know, like other than like the person who commissioned it, or like, I heard one time, I don't know if it's really true, that portraits are actually one of the least like bought works for like a home art. Like people buying art for their home, they won't want a portrait because it's too personal, unless it's like their kid or like their family member. Like if you just draw like a portrait of some random person, why would they want that in their house, you know? And I never thought of that, because for me personally, I do like portraits a lot. That's my favorite thing to draw. But it makes total sense. Like having a stranger on your wall it's different. Like it could be the most beautiful piece, but for some people that would be off-putting. So I've learned that in order to stay passionate about what you're doing, it needs to be what you love. And that's absolutely okay. Like whatever you do, if it's skateboarding, if it's playing guitar, if it's playing just about anything, if it's drawing, it has to be something that you enjoy the process first and foremost, and you enjoy the end product. A lot of people really like the end product of anything creative, but maybe they don't like learning perspective. Maybe they don't like learning proportions or color. Like it's just not fun to them. And honestly, like you will not keep doing it if it's not something you enjoy. And that's okay. Like you do not have to be a jack of all trades. You do not have to know everything. You can just do what you enjoy, and eventually I truly believe that people will be drawn to it because they can see your passion in it. And to talk about this drawing a little bit, I actually started drawing because my uncle showed me a long time ago, probably like, 5, 6, and then again at 11, some anime books. They were in, or not anime books, like manga. They're in Japanese, and it was just so incredible to me. I was like, wow, this style of drawing is what I want to do. And I had this huge passion about it. It was totally okay. I didn't care about what other people thought. I didn't care if they thought it was cool. It was just what I loved, and my family was very encouraging about it. But as I got older, I thought, like, man, like, I need to be more approachable to all people. I need to make art that is more sustainable. But it didn't work. Like, from after high school, like, from 18 to 22, I kind of stopped drawing. I mean, I still drew, like, sometimes, but it just wasn't the same passion. I didn't stay up until, like, 5 a.m. doing one piece because I just really wanted to get it right. I would spend maybe, like, 2 hours at most a week drawing, like, like a very realistic portrait. And, of course, like, it turned out well. Like, I learned a lot, but that's just not the kind of artist I want to be. I want to draw what I want to draw, and that's okay. I don't have to follow these rules, and neither do you, because at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself, and you have to love what you do, because, I mean, you don't have to, but I would say if you're going to keep doing it and you're going to become a professional, you gotta love it, and that's okay. Like, it took me a really long time to accept that, and I just want to pass on that knowledge of, I finally feel confident in what I do because it's what got me into it in the first place, and it's what I can sit down doing for 3 hours and be fine. Like, it doesn't feel like a chore. It feels super fun. I love all the colors that you can get away with in anime and all the different expressions you can get away with, the big eyes, and it's just so exciting and fun. So I really hope at the end of the day what you take from this video is, in order to keep your passion going and to keep doing what you enjoy and to keep drawing, focus on what got you into it in the first place. What was the first drawing you saw that was like, wow, I want to do that? Find that passion again and try it. Just try it again. Like, you'll be okay. It does not matter what other people think at the end of the day. I mean, of course, if you're in, like, you know, a corporate art job, if you're a graphic designer, yeah, you're gonna have to follow the rules. But if you're just, like, drawing for fun, who cares? Literally, who cares about what other people think? Because the people who like the style of art that you do will find you, and they will enjoy it. You do not have to be good at everything. You can be good at your one thing, and people will be drawn to it. I really truly believe that, because you'll get better. Sorry, the video's like stopped because I took a break. But um yeah, that's about all. To talk a little bit about the technique of this drawing, I was looking at Akia Kane, which is one of my favorite artists. She's a singer and an artist, and I just wanted to replicate her style a little bit. Of course, it doesn't look like hers exactly, but she's actually the first artist who inspired me, like 100% to draw. And she draws a lot of Vocaloids, so that's what I did. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.